Manizer from Little Gloss and Glaze, and I welcome you all to the channel. As we all know that winter is about to come, and when the winter season comes, there are like plenty of weddings that start to happen. So I want to prepare you guys for those weddings which are coming up, and I decided to do a video on what should be in a bride's makeup bag. So here is this cute little bag that I thought every bride needs, and it has the products which every bride will need after the marriage. When you have to get ready, you have to go to parties, or you're going to your honeymoon, all those stuff, jazz. So these are some of the things that I think are easy and effective and very quick. And this is also for those brides who are new to makeup and who've never really applied makeup before marriage. And then when they get married, they're like all confused on what products to use, what not to use. So this is a guide for you guys. So hold on to your popcorns and your Coke, because this is going to be a long video. So let's dig in. I'll just unzip the bag in front of you. This is what the bag is, and I think every bride or every beginner should have a bag this size at least, because this one would fit into your suitcase well, and it's easy to carry your products. It will carry everything, all your contour things, every brush. So I think this is what the bag size should be. Now opening it, this is the product that I've collected, and I feel that it is required when you are supposed to be on makeup, if I may say. So the first thing would be the primer, and that would be the Clinique Super Primer. This is the Universal Face Primer, and this is how it looks like. Now anyone could use it. If you have dry skin, you can use it. If you have oily skin, you can use it. If you have combination skin, you can use it. It comes out like a cream and just dissolves into nothingness. So it's really good, and it does help to put on your foundation for a longer period of time. The foundation that I chose is by Estee Lauder, and it's their Estee Edit, by the Estee Edit line, which they came out with recently. And this is the packaging. This is their Skin Glowing Balm Makeup with Pink Peony, and it's really cool. It's kind of dewy, very glowy. It's perfect for winter especially, because it won't over dry your skin if you are oily. It won't really make you very oily. You need to touch up with powder sometimes, but otherwise you'll be just fine with it. And I love it, and I am an oily person, and I still love this foundation because it's very long lasting and it gives you a very good finish. So I'd recommend that for the brides. Now I keep saying brides because brides especially need to have a very long lasting makeup. The powder that I chose is by Rimmel, and it's their mattifying translucent, not translucent actually, but sort of translucent powder, and I'm in the shade 004 Sandstorm, and it's a very creamy powder, if I may say that, because it's just so blendable, and it just gives you a very airbrushed finish. So if you do not want to take the plunge for Laura Mercier or other brands, just buy this one. This is very cheap and very effective. The next thing is the bronzer. Now for the bronzer, I would recommend this Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I think it's a great product. It's very hyped, and truly, because it gives you 6 different shades. These are for the contouring, and these are for the highlighting. Now generally the shades that I use are these two in combination. If I want a lighter contour, I take this one, and if I want a more heavier contour, I'll take these two. And for under my eyes, I sometimes use this banana powder, and I think it will look perfect on people with my skin tone. If you are a little lighter or fairer, you can use these two, and it's a very perfect contour palette for a lot of people. It is very diverse. You could use this as an eyeshadow or as a contour, or you know, it can serve a lot of purposes. So that's why I recommend it. The next thing is the blush. Now for the blush, I'll recommend this blush, powder blush by Luscious, and it's in the shade Doll Face. It's a very beautiful pinky blush. Here you go. You can see how beautiful that shade is, and this shade looks perfect on glowy, dewy, beautiful skin. So I'd recommend it. Here you go. This is the shade, and it will look beautiful on almost all skin tones. Now for very fair people, this might be a tad dark, but you could, you know, always play with the pigmentation. If it is very dark for you, you could go a little light-handed, and if it is light for you, you could go a little heavy-handed. Now the next thing which I'd recommend is the eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadow palette that I found was like universal and really cool for winter was this Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and this is what the inside looks like. I know, mine is like pretty dirty because I use it all the time, so don't judge me, you guys, don't judge me. But this is the best palette that I've ever come across. It has beautiful pigmentation, beautiful shades. You get transition shades right here, you get shimmers in it, you get outer V shades right here. You know, you can play with different looks. You could go subtle, you could go more heavier, you could go more sultry. So it's always on you that what you want. And it comes with a very cool brush, which I don't have right over here, but it does come with a brush, and it retails for around $48, and it has a beautiful velvety finish to it. And mine is dirty, don't judge me, I can see you. So this one is like a perfect choice for somebody who's getting married or who's coming into this makeup, who's developing some interest in makeup, because these are the most blendable shadows that I've come across. I think ABH has come a long way in eyeshadows because their first palettes were so different than the palettes they are offering now. Okay, after that we go into this highlighting purpose, and obviously who doesn't love the glow, because you can see right here the glow. So for the glow, I'd recommend these two if you are not on a budget. This one is really cool. I mean, this is the cult favorite. This is by the Balm. It's their Mary Lou Manizer, and here is the shade. Here you go, and it's a beautiful Bam Bam powder highlight. It is not subtle in any way. So if you are not a fan of very boom disco ball highlights, you might not like it. And for those of you, I have this one by Essence, and it's their SOO Glow cream to powder highlighter, and this is how it looks like. This has a pinky sheen to it, and I'll just open it for you, and here you go. This one is a little pinky creamy formula, and it's very subtle. If you want to build it up, it will build up, and if you want it to remain subtle, it will remain subtle. So I think that's the diversity of it, and it's a really cool product. And if you are on a budget, this is like a must-have. Then for the concealer, I think what I'd suggest is this Maybelline Age Divine Concealer. If you can get your hands on this one, you guys, this is the best concealer I've ever come across. It erases your dark circles, you can use it to highlight, it has so many purposes. It has a very cool applicator. I love this applicator, I don't know why. I mean, usually people are like, this is so unsanitary. I'm like, this is really cool. So if you can get your hands on it, do try this one. This is really, really great product. The next thing would be the blushes, and for those, not the blushes, did I say the blushes? The lipsticks. Now I think everybody should have at least 3 lipsticks in their bag. First is a red, then is a pink, and then is a brown. For a red, my favorite red is by MAC, and it's in their shade leading lady red, and it's a matte lipstick. Here it goes. This is how it looks like from the inside, and I'll show you a swatch right over here. It's a beautiful red color, you guys. If you want that true deep red, you will love it. And for the pink, I will suggest this NYX matte lip cream, and this is in the shade San Paulo, and this is the swatch of it, this one right over here. It's a beautiful pink. It's like so, it has this mauvey undertone to it, and it's so gorgeous that it will work with almost all of our dresses. And then for the brown, I have a very nude brown because I love nude browns, and this is by MAC too, and it's in the shade Whirl. It's one of my favorite nudes. I apply it all the time. And then for the liner, I'd apply something which is easy to use, and I've noticed that pen liners are the most easy to use. And in pen liners, my favorite is Diana of London Super Fine Intense Rich Black Liner, and it has a very fine tip, and it's a very beautiful product, you guys. It's really cool. You can apply the wing with it very easily. And for the mascara, I'd suggest this one by Essence. It's their Princess Lash Mascara, and it has this tilted bent wand, and it gives your eyelashes a really nice curve and volume, and it makes them more voluminous and more thick, and it's just very natural, yet it feels like your eyebrows are so thick naturally. So that's a plus for me. And at last, I know this video has to be like so long, but lastly, the brushes that you'd need. First, you need an angle brush for contouring and for blush or whatever you want to use it for, or your powder. You need an angle brush, definitely. Then you need a blush brush. Now, this is very important too. It has to be a fluffy, dome-shaped, cool, huge blush. Then you need this concealer concealer brush. This should have a tip like this. And the last two brushes that you need would be these two, and this one is the dome-shaped thicker one, and this one is the dome-shaped smaller one. These both are by Morphe, and this thicker one is Morphe M502, and this one is M506. And that's that, you guys, for my favorite makeup for the beginners. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got some help from it. And if you are a bride-to-be, I congratulate you, and I hope you have a wonderful wedding season. And all of you who are entering into this cool world of makeup, I hope you enjoyed so much. And leave your comments down below, leave your all these, you know, any suggestions down below, because I'd love to hear and tell you what I think and all that jazz. So I'll see you next time. Take care. I love you guys. Bye.